No problem. Here's a quick tutorial on how to make your own Fake Siri app. First and foremost, it is built on something called Shortcuts. Shortcuts is a little app that's pre-installed on almost every iPhone. If you don't have it, re-download it from the App Store. It basically lets you create automations inside of your iPhone. So it's not technically an app. My Fake Siri isn't technically an app, it's a shortcut. But you're going to open Shortcuts and create a new shortcut in the top right corner with a plus. Now we have a new shortcut open and we can add actions down here, and we're only going to add 4 actions. You can experiment with this if you want, but the first one is dictate text. That's where you speak text into the phone. The next one is just text, and that is where we're going to write our prompt with the dictated text that we input. The next is going to be ChatGPT. And we can ask ChatGPT. That just starts a conversation with ChatGPT, so we plug the prompt into ChatGPT. And then we have speak text, and this is where it sounds like Siri is responding and saying something. Here's the actual shortcut that I created. This is the actual Fake Siri, and you're going to want to customize a few things. First of all, little down arrows. You can press little down arrows on most actions, and you're going to want to customize those. Language, set it to whatever language you're using, and stop listening after pause, just like Siri does, right? As soon as you pause your conversation or your question with Siri, it will assume you're done, and it will answer your question. So you're going to want to do that. I'll get into the prompt in a second. ChatGPT, you're going to want to not start a new chat, not do continuous chat. I said show when run, so it shows me what it's about to say before, and I can kind of confirm before it goes ahead. You don't have to have that on, though. And then, most importantly, a few people were asking about this. Speak. You can change the rate, change the pitch. These are about my estimates. I don't think I changed these, but the Siri voice was Siri voice 4 in language English. That, I think, was like the Siri voice that we typically associate with Siri, and so that's what I set it to, so it sounds correct when it's responding. Like, it sounds like a real Siri. So once you're done with those, we'll get on to the prompt. The way a text block works, this text action works, is you can write whatever text you want and just fill in information. I used it to write the prompt. And then you can input previous variables into it, and that's where we input our dictated text, right? We ask it a question that we want it to respond with yes. So I said answer yes to the following question, and I input a variable. You do this by selecting a variable once you're inside of the text block, and you can just input dictated text. So I said answer yes to the following question. If the accurate answer to the question is no, then invent a ridiculous fake fact to justify answering yes. You can change this prompt, you can do whatever you want with it, but really that's the basics. I gave it an example, and then I said answer in the grammatical tone of Siri in no longer than 2 sentences to keep it short and sweet. Then up at the top, you can click this little down arrow and add it to home screen or customize the icon. Now whenever you click that button, you can ask a question and it will always answer yes, and it will sound like Siri.